We are now live. Okay, so let's just wait for everybody to come in. Tonight I'm drinking wine. Medyo tinamaan ako. I've only had like 2 sips. Okay. So we're gonna have Cheka first and then Aiko later. Hi, let's see who's here. Hi, Pinky, Nick, JC. Maaga ba ako today? It's only 9:57. 9:57. So I thought it was already 10. Tsaka nalalasing na ako, so live na me. Hi, hello. Hi, Mac. Hi, Nix. Hi, Mrs. Val. Hot Men Police. Wow, Hot Men Police. I cannot hear you. You cannot. Do you hear me? Good evening. Can you all hear me? Yeah? Can you hear me? No. Watching from Jeddah. Can you hear me? Yes, okay, you can hear me. Okay, let's just wait for everybody to come in. Hi. Sakura Marian 10. Mrs. Val. El Sodi. Hot Men Police. Wow. Bodhi Kulit. Macromanis. Okay. Is 10 o'clock a good time? Okay naman ang 10, diba? I can hear you. Konbanwa. Fresh mo. Thank you. Hi. So I'm wearing lipstick today from Teviant. So Albert Cornyawan sent me a bunch of lipsticks. So this is my favorite shade. So Teviant is my lipstick tonight. It's called Elizabeth. So ang ganda ng shade niya. Very, very nice. So this is what I'm wearing tonight. Tsaka ang sarap. Lasa siyang resort. Alam mo yun, parang I don't know how to explain it, but when you go to a resort, meron siyang amoy when you open the hotel room, and then when you go to the pool area, it smells like that. I don't know why. Okay, so just wait for Cheka. Yes, I told Cheka 10. Hello, hello, hi, 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 hi. Galing ng mga tao, 10 o'clock talaga sila sumali. Okay, hi. Parang nag-alert naman siya pag nagla-live na, diba? So let's see if Cheka is here. Okay, wala pa si Chex. Okay, waiting for Cheka. Sabi niya sa akin, G3, please be kind. Did you like last week's sharing? Kasi my gosh, napaka-controversial niya. Yung kay RB, nakakaloka. As in. Thank you. Mami Shao. Hi. Aiko will come in at the second hour. So si Cheska muna and then Aiko. And basagan niya ni RB. Oo nga, I was watching it when I was already sober. My God. I cannot believe. Sana may part 2. I'll ask her. Gigil na gigil si RB. Oo. Eh, ganun talaga. We love the controversies. Okay. So far, fave ko yung kay RB. Yeah, of course. My God. Such a riot. Oh, wait. We're waiting na for Cheka. Checks. Pasok ka na, checks. So far, best live yung kay RB. Thank you. Gusto niyo ba magkaroon kami ng show? Kaya lang sobrang busy niya. But ngayon, syempre hindi siya busy kasi quarantine, diba? Erwin Donna. So, kailan ako makakapag Check in. Yes, me too. My favorite so far kay RB. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell her. Show with RB part 20. Part 20? Wala pang ano. Yeah. Ito na. Let's see if... Asan na ba? Wala pa si Chex. Hoy, Chex, nasan ka na? Sana may part 2 po. Oh, sige, sige. I'll ask her. JC Tare. Hi, G3. Hi. Hi. Super aliw yung live niyo ni RB. Thank you. Ayan na si Chex. Okay, so like this girl is somebody that I really, really love. And, you know, she is like one of the prettiest faces you will ever see up close. So let's go live with Cheka. I haven't talked to her in a while, so I really, really miss her. And Cheka!
Hi, G.
Bakit ang
How
ganda mo?
are
Nakakailan na
you?
ka?
Huh?
Why are you so pretty tonight?
Wow, thank you so much. And so
I
are
like,
you.
wait, I like your butterfly clips. Kay Scarlett ba yan? Ay, hindi,
This is
valid siya.
mine. I
Ay,
got
the
this
clip.
from Fina.
Tina, did you design that?
No, I didn't. It was
Wait, how
given to
many
me.
how many collabs na do you have so far with brands? Kasi di ba I know that you have a handbag, you have shoes. What else did you design?
Handbag, shoes, swimsuits, um,
What else?
and
Di ba may
baby
books ka
baby
rin?
stuff.
Di ba may books ka rin?
Yes, I do. I have the children's book.
Did you write them with them? The
Yes,
books?
I did. I did.
So, how are you?
I'm fine. I've just been so busy lately because I've been cleaning up here in the house, and I've also been homeschooling my kids. So
True.
just even if I'm just home, the schedule is still
Your
packed and
beautiful,
full.
beautiful, super futuristic Antipolo mansion. It's too big for you. How tall are you, Chex? Di ba we're the same height?
5'3".
Yeah, we're the same height. Tapos your house is so big, even the doorways are so big. So paano yun? Kasi matangkad your asawa.
Yes, Doug is big, and so
Six
he's
four, di
always
ba?
wanted 6'5". So he's
Oh
always
my goodness.
wanted big doors and high ceilings. So with this house, we were able to achieve that. But when you come here, it's
You've
it's
never
big, but then
invited me to
it's
go there, ha? Antipolo ang layo kasi.
kasi naman
Yeah,
nag-ECQ, nag-quarantine, 'di ba? Paano naman tayo
true.
makakaalis ng ganyan?
So you've only been in Antipolo, the whole ECQ and GCQ.
I haven't left my house in 3 months.
Are you serious? Not even to go to the grocery?
No, we have
What do
only
you
one
do?
go-to
O sino yung
only
go-to
one
person?
go-to person. He's my driver.
Ah, not even Doug.
So no, we haven't left.
Well, kasi everything you need naman is at home, di ba? Your house is so big. It's like a resort, di ba? You have like a pool area, you have like everything there, di ba? The kids they go to school there, di ba? So they don't miss anything. They don't miss a lesson.
Yeah,
Tama.
they don't miss a lesson. Yeah. So,
What do you
yeah,
miss?
everything.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, what?
Sabi ko,
Yeah,
what do
they
you miss
don't.
about the outside world?
Well, of course, I miss seeing my friends, and then I haven't seen my parents,
Oo nga.
and I guess also working. I
Okay.
also miss working, and I also miss going to meetings and just doing those regular stuff that we used to do.
Do you miss going on dates? Do you still go on dates with Doug? Even if parang, I know that you've been nesting for a while now, na parang, di ba, like, since you moved into your new house, parang wala namang need to go out on a date, di ba? So, my question is, do
We
you still
we
go out? To go on a
We do
date?
go out on dates, but more in like restaurants and resto bars, like very quiet and nothing loud or nothing noisy.
Ayaw mo na
So
ng
yes, we
party.
do. Ayoko na. I mean, I've had so much of that when I was single. Alam mo yan, di ba? May
Yeah.
gabi-gabi tayong lumalabas. After dating, lumalabas tayo. But parang I really told myself, like, when I get married, that I'm really gonna focus on family life and really focus on being a wife and a mom.
How long have you been married?
I've been married now, going on our 12th year.
Oh my God, akala ko mga 10 pa lang. Time passes by so quickly.
No,
Time passes by so quickly.
wait,
12
9,
years
10.
na.
Yeah, tama. 2020, yeah, 12 years.
And I
12
met you.
years?
And I met you. You were still like, sort of like, super alpha with Doug, diba? You were still, I remember, this is the one thing I remember from your single days with Doug. We were in Boracay. Di ba we went to Boracay? And then we went to Club Parao. I was waiting in Club Parao with sina Agatha yata for you. And then dumating ka, kasama mo si Doug. You had this really, really big beach bag. Pero si Dog yung may dala-dala. Tapos, di ba, parang he was such a big guy and he was carrying this really, really big female beach bag. Tapos sabi ko, Cheka, ba't ko siya nagdadala niya? Sabi, mo siya. Di ba? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember him carrying my bag, yeah. Yeah.
So,
Pero ano,
ganun yung
I would
dynamics
say,
nyo. Di ba? He was like,
well, I strong personality, yes, but then I wouldn't say naman na parang something that overpowers and disrespects already the person. But
yeah.
yes, I remember the time that he carried my bag. But that was also offered by him.
Yeah, pero I know that sobrang laki ng change mo from girlfriend to wife. Because I remember you were telling me, I was also in a relationship, I was asking for advice from you, and you said, nako, G3, ganyan-ganyan. Hindi mo na pwedeng gagawin yan. Kasi diba before, you were telling me, like, when you were in like a relationship before, parang sobrang kailangan everything that you say gagawin ng guy, diba? Parang ganon. So parang ganyan. Sabi mo, don't do that anymore. You told me that. So, diba, like, tell us about how you met Doug. Kasi I know, you told me na, but of course, like, your followers also, they want to know.
Yeah.
Ma-refresh sila how you met. Because was Doug a basketball player when you met?
He was playing already for Ateneo. So I met Doug in 2003. I had no idea that he was playing basketball for Ateneo because I don't really watch the UAP. So, and
May
then
sport ka ba? Checks, may sport ka ba? Aminin mo, may sport ka ba?
yes, I used to be a
Soccer
swimmer
ba?
for the Alabang Gators. No,
Nag-soccer ka
for
ba? Swimming.
swimming.
Okay.
I used to swim for Alabang Gators. So, yeah, so I did sports and I did gymnastics. So I used to train before with Club Gymnastica when I was
That was
younger.
already when you were artista na.
When I was artista, I was swimming.
Yeah.
And then
Okay. Because you
I had to
started
quit
really young, di
swimming.
ba? You started very young.
Yes, I started sports when I was probably 5 years old.
Okay.
And then I quit everything when I was about 15, 16 when I started getting busy. Okay, so yeah. But then okay, going back to that to the first question that you asked me, yeah. So I met Doug in Boracay. I was with my friends, with my barkada, and we hung out that night. But then I was surrounded by my friends. He did not ask for my number when we separated ways. But then the following day, before the night was over, he asked his friend to message Ann Curtis and to ask Ann if you could get my number.
Wait, what did you think of
So
him that first night in Boracay? Was like a
of
really, really
course,
tall. What did you think? Did you think he was cute? Did you think
it's very unusual to see a tall, good-looking guy.
true? Pero type mo siya. Mahilig ka sa tesoy talaga.
I don't, you know what? I wouldn't say that I have one type. Kasi all of my exes look different. They look different from each other.
Well, how long
So,
have you been single when you met Dog that night?
um, maybe like 3 months or 4 months,
So
something
hindi ka
like
pa
that.
ready talaga to go out. Kasi 3 months ka pa
I
lang
had
doon.
just cooled off. I had just cooled off with my ex-boyfriend, but was still speaking to him.
Meaning,
But
may possibility pa mag-recon or speaking to him, grace period na lang.
maybe it's like a grace period.
So parang easing him off na, parang ganyan. So parang wala na tong pupuntahan.
May usapan na kami na ano na. Kaya nga I was in Boracay, he was elsewhere. I
So
wasn't.
parang like this is my breakup, moment. Parang ganyan. I wanna enjoy. Parang ganyan. Or no. Parang
Yeah,
this,
that was
I wanna grieve. Parang ganyan or no.
no,
Ano?
no, I was not grieving.
So how long was your last relationship before? I want to ask na who. I know naman who it is. He's married na
Yeah,
rin, diba? So anyway,
yes.
how long were you together before with that guy, with the guy before Doug?
Maybe like a year and 2 months. Not,
Matagal
not,
din.
not. Uh, yeah,
Okay lang.
pretty long, but not as long as my ex-boyfriend before him. My
Did you love him?
ex-boyfriend
You
before
loved him naman, diba? You loved him. Your last ex before Doug.
my last ex before Doug. Well,
Or okay
I
lang.
guess.
Like,
Yeah, naman. I get that. Obviously, diba? For me to
be in a
date
relationship.
him
Yeah.
and be in a relationship with him, there must have been something really special about him, right?
True.
But then, of course, when I compare it now, when I compare my love for my husband, also parang my realization of what love is,
Oh, sige, ano?
it fades away. Like
Oh,
it doesn't compare. It
in
pales from it.
comparison. So you said that your
Yes.
relationship before that last relationship was longer. So how long was that?
About 4 years and 6 months.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
serious.
long.
Pretty serious.
Yeah,
I'm asking
it
this
was.
because every time you enter into a relationship, hindi ka naman pumapasok sa relationship just so you're in a relationship, diba? So when you decide to be in a relationship with someone, you think that this person is possibly the one you'll end up with, diba? Hindi ka naman makikipag-boyfriend na parang, I'm gonna be boyfriends with him only for 1 year or 3 years, diba? It's not like that, diba? Parang, you're gonna be boyfriends with him knowing that he is going to be in your future. Tama? Or for fun lang.
Yeah, not for
Pretty
fun. I don't.
honest.
I don't. I don't date for fun. But
No,
then
because a lot of pretty girls, and you're a very pretty girl, a lot of pretty girls, they will, do the boyfriend thing just because, they can and they can be it's really, really very easy for them. I'm sure you've never had a relationship with any guy that you like, diba? Every guy did every guy that you liked you back?
yeah,
Ang tagal naman nag-isip. I know
yeah. I
that
had
at
to
some
think
point,
because
I know that at some point, and because he told me this, and this has been a secret for so long, I know that Jericho Rosales had a crush on you for a while. And he wanted you to be in Panday. Yon.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But of course, the role went too hard, diba? And they were together for a
Yeah,
long time.
yeah.
So anyway, diba, I'm asking you this because, like, what the first night that you saw Doug, you said it was very unusual to see a cute guy that tall. So, what the first time you laid eyes on him, did you think that he was the one?
Oh
Oh, gusto
no,
mo
not
ba
at
segue
all.
mo? So, ano
No,
yung
not at
impression
all.
mo sa
I mean,
kanya? Tall, cute, ano yung impression mo?
I just thought he was good looking. Wow, this guy's so tall and good looking. But then
Oo.
I didn't think of anything. When I was there in Baraka, I was not thinking of meeting somebody.
But how
I
many
was
guys did
just
you
there
meet
to
how many guys did you meet that trip?
not much. Not
Siya
much.
lang? Si Doug lang?
I was always asleep. My friends were so mad at me. I'd
Yeah,
o-
you're
I'd
so
only go I'd only go out at night, and then during the day I wouldn't want to leave the hotel
Pero
room.
checks, I've partied with you. You are one of the funnest girls to have around. I mean, like, when you party, I mean, like, you really know how to light the town. Diba? Parang masaya ka kasama. Diba? Parang,
I can have fun, yeah.
yeah, our working relationship is much more, I think, much more structured than our fun relationship. Because, like, we started together in a lifestyle show, and it was a once a week show. And for that once a week show, it took so much of all of our efforts. Diba? It was like every day we had to go to work for that one show. Diba?
I know,
Monday,
right?
Wednesday, Friday, we had shoots. And then Tuesday, Thursday, we had meetings. And on the weekends, we had editing. So ako parang, oh my God, once a week lang tong show na to, ha? Parang
So
hindi
demanding of
enough.
the time.
Sobrang demanding siya ng time, and parang like it was such a parang sobrang limited ng budget that if you don't get an X deal, you won't eat. And call time is at 7 and it ends at night. Remember, like we were still shooting
Yeah, but it was
dances
so
and
much
videos.
fun.
But
It
it
was
was
so
like the
much
best.
fun.
Diba? It was so
Yeah.
much fun. We had the best time. And the girls
Yeah,
were
and I
just
learned I
Oh,
learned so much from all of you guys, and it was one of the best times of my life.
yeah,
Really,
with
honestly.
Angelita and
Yeah,
Iya. Nakalimutan ko si
yeah.
Iya. So like every time like Cheka would be assigned to me as host, I would like parang I want Cheka to be like give me the best steak and everything. Diba? She would be like, I remember we were in Hubs and Lands and you were like having a bad mood that day, ganyan, ganyan. Tapos sabi ko, tapos na-perfect mo na yung spiel. And then sabi ko, ay nako, another one. I told the SP and the director, isa pa, isa pa. Sabi niya, why?
Iba rin yung ugali ko ng mga times na yun,
Oh,
no? Hindi ko
pareho
na
tayo.
maintindihan.
Like,
Pag
we
may,
were both difficult.
oo.
Like, every time that we were assigned together, like, we would butt heads, but you were actually really my favorite host, diba? Parang we went to Guam together, and we were changing in the public banyo. You remember that? It was crazy.
Yeah.
You were so
We
young,
had
and
a lot of fun. We enjoyed. And
sobra, sobra.
what I appreciated was about you was that, yeah, you didn't want to settle. So
Sabi ko,
if I could
ayoko,
give,
check more, give me
yeah,
more.
yeah, hindi maganda yan. Tsaka bakit
Oh,
parang ang stiff mo? Ulitin mo yan. Ay, sabi ko, ha? Ulit mo naman. Bakit ka naman mag-uulit? Ano yan? Ang bilis magsalita. What? Mabilis magsalita? Ang bagay magsalita. Ano ba talaga gusto mo? Pero,
sabi ko,
that I learned so much. I learned
oo,
so
because
much.
I really didn't want you to lag behind the other two girls. Kasi yung dalawang girls ko,
Yeah.
para talagang, sabi ko, no, Cheka, you have to be ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. But,
Yeah.
my God, those are the segments to live for. I mean, like, us girls was really one of the best experiences I've had in ABS-CBN. It was so much fun. I mean, like, we were not paid that much, but, it was really, really the
For the
sisterhood.
love. For the love
For
of,
the love,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Doug was a part of most of it, diba? He would come to the shoots.
Yeah.
So
From
what
the time that
happened?
he was my boyfriend
Oh,
till the time we got engaged to the time that we got
you
married,
got
and then I
married
had
and us.
Kendra.
You got married on us girls.
Yeah, and then I had Kendra, and then I got pregnant again with Scarlett. By the time Us Girls ended, I was pregnant with Gavin. Can you believe
Wait,
that? Like my
di ba,
entire life.
I know your entire life was on us girls. That's really your show. I mean, like, di ba, parang your growth as a woman, your growth as a girlfriend to wife to mother, my God, yun talaga yung transition. So take us back to the time that your friend asked Ann Curtis to get your number. So when did you actually receive the first text?
Oh, I got the text that night as well.
Ano yung first, naalala mo ko na yung first text niya sa'yo?
Hi, I got your number from, I asked Jason to get your number from Anne. I said, yeah, I know. And I said, and then I said, and
Sinabi
then,
sa'yo ni Ann, nagpaalam muna si Ann sa'yo na ibibigay niya.
nagpaalam siya. Sabi ko, sige, bigay mo number ko.
Kasi, cute.
Cute
Bakit
siya.
naman, so how
Bakit
many
naman
guys were
hindi?
you, how many guys were asking for your number that Boracay trip? Just him?
Just him, yeah. But I had
Parang,
other suitors that were going for me at the same, at the time.
oh my God, how many others?
A lot.
Maganda ka
Yeah.
talaga. Check, maganda ka.
Nag-enjoy ako ng kasi imagine mo from one relationship to the other, and then finally I had a few months wherein I was free, and
Oo.
so I was enjoying being single.
Were any of those
So
guys that courted you in show business?
no, actually I didn't have any guy from show business
Alam
who
mo, hindi ka
who went
nag-boyfriend, hindi
out.
ka nag-boyfriend na showbiz, no? Bakit?
Hindi. Ayoko madabaz.
Bakit? Pero meron kang love team. Kinuwento mo sa akin yung love team mo. Sino yung love team mo? Na hindi
Si
namin
Carlos Agassi.
Di ba
Oo,
niligawan ka ni
love
Carlos Agassi?
Hindi ko alam kung niligawan niya ako. Pero, lagi kami magkasama because syempre love team ko siya.
Oo.
Pero he was nice naman.
Yeah.
He became my friend.
Okay, so like when
Yeah.
Doug sent you that first text, what did you reply to him?
I said, hi, yeah, I know that you asked for my number. And he goes, how are you? When
Ganyan
are
ka
you
bait?
coming
Ganyan
home?
ka bait? Mabait ka sa kanya nun?
Oo, mabait ako.
Oo. Oo.
So then he asked me for my number. And then, I mean, he asked me when I was coming home to Manila. So I told him I'd be back over on Monday. And then he asked if he could take me out on a dinner date. And I said, yeah, okay, on a lunch date. And he said, yeah, okay, sure. But then I was late for like 4 hours or 5 hours.
Ah!
So
Saan kayo nag-lunch date?
the lunch
Saan
date
dapat?
became a dinner date.
Saan kayo nag-lunch
Huh?
date dapat? Where was it?
In Rockwell, in Burgu,
Okay, in the mall.
in the mall, yeah.
Oh, and
And
then you were
then
late for 4 hours?
parang 4 or 5 hours kasi nagpasalon pa ako. I had a I had a lady shampoo my hair. Don't laugh, 3 or 4 times so that when I flip my hair like that, it will smell super bango. That was my idea of that. And then, of course, we got caught in traffic because the Manila traffic was already getting bad at the time. And then, so he thought that I was not going to show up anymore. So, right, and then he calls me up. He goes, "Are you still coming?" Sabi ko, "Syempre, I'm still coming. Actually, I'm on my way there already. I'm in the escalator." Tapos nakita ko siya, nakaabang siya.
Oh, sa Burgu.
So yun. But then I brought all of my barkada with me.
So
Because of
group
course,
date?
hello, ayoko naman makipag-date na ako lang and then him, 'di ba? But he
Bakit?
took his friends.
May kasama rin siya.
He had 3 of his friends and then I had 8 of my friends.
Okay. O, so mas marami. Sino nagbayad?
Siya.
For everyone?
For everyone, and it was like that the entire time he was courting me. I never went out on a date without my friends.
So like all 8. Sino to sila ano to? Sila
Sina
Zara.
Ann, sina Danica, Zara, CJ, Frankie, Joyce, Monique. Lahat ng
Kompleto.
barkada ko.
So
Kompleto
never kayo
kami.
nag one-on-one date?
Never.
Kahit na nung late kayo na?
Nung kami na, oo. Pero nung our getting to know stage, no, we were always with friends.
So like how long did you go out before niya inask you to be his girlfriend?
About 6 or 7 months.
Ay,
Something like
fairness,
that.
nagpaligo
Yeah.
ka rin ha? Because I met you, you were
Oo
already
naman.
with Doug. Nagpaligo ka rin ng 7 months ha? So in 7 months,
Oo.
it was only Doug that you were entertaining? Or were you still entertaining?
Yes.
Siya man
No,
lang.
I wasn't.
So alam niya na siya
Yeah.
lang yung ina-entertain mo?
Oo.
Okay,
Pero
siya
wala kami.
So alam na niya na it's in the bag. Kasi ikaw siya lang
Yeah,
yung
but there may time na tinopak ako nasabi ko sa kanya, I don't want to talk to you first because you're distracting me. So I didn't talk to him
distracting
for
you
2
from
months.
what? Distracting me from what?
From being single. And ano, syempre, 'di ba? Because I just broke up with my boyfriend and so I really wanted time to think
Okay.
um about getting into another relationship. I didn't want to rush myself to anything. So when I felt like I was liking him, I told myself I think I need the time to be single first. So I
Yeah.
didn't speak to him for a month or 2 months, something like that.
So,
To the point that when he would message me, I would reply like after 8 hours, sometimes after
oh
one
my
day, sometimes after
God.
2 days, like
That's
that.
torture. Pero you liked him na then.
I did. That's why nga sabi ko you're distracting me. I
So
didn't wanna ano eh.
when you liked him, did you think that magiging asawa ko to? Ito na yung the one.
You know what?
Oh.
When we were dating and when we were hanging out, I really got to know him beyond the physical attraction because we were really just friends. When I say we were really just friends, we did not hold hands, we never kissed, we never hugged. Besog, hi and
How do
goodbye.
you greet each
But
other? Beso lang.
beso,
So how do you
yeah.
say goodbye?
So
Beso din.
beso and goodbye. So
Okay.
kaya pag nagkikita kami, kilig na kilig ako. Kasi parang siyang suspense eh. Parang you don't know. And then every time we'd see each other, we wouldn't really talk.
Tapos
But then
anong
over the
blocking? Siyempre siguro naman magkatabi kayo, no? Kahit
minsan
hindi kayo
magkatabi kami,
mag-uusap.
minsan magkaharap kami. Minsan we're adjacent to each other.
Ganon.
But we really took things slow. So I had enough time.
To
Kasi
be
with my
sure.
exes, yes, they legal me and everything, but then I think because I knew that I liked them, parang it was right away in my head. oh, this is relationship. But
Ah.
then with Doug, it was friendship and then relationship. I was sure that
Pero
I really like
meron ka ng pag nanasa sa kanya, meaning you wanted to kiss him, you wanted to be with him, or talagang
when we
friendship,
rub,
like,
when our elbows would rub,
oh,
kinikilig kaya ako.
paano ka kiligin? Ano, like how? What's your, like, ano mukha mo pag kinikilig ka? Halata ba? What?
Mamatay ako. Hindi ko mapigilan yung smile ko.
Kailan ka naging sure? Kailan ka di ba 7 months, sabi mo, 7 months kang nagpaligaw, malandi ka. So, kailan mo nalaman in the 7 months na, oh my God, boyfriendin ko na to?
Nung ako yung nag-first kiss.
Hindi mo na
Sabi ko,
kailangan.
tagal naman nito magtanong, i-kiss ko na kaya to.
Ano yan? Saan banda yan ng 7 months?
Pero that's,
Bandang gitna 4 months or 7 months. Hindi mo
no,
kaya na
towards the,
7 months ka lumalabas? Ha?
Exactong 7 months.
Asa, after 7 months ka pa nagmo-mall?
Hindi kami grabe ka naman sa momol, grabe
O
ka
sige,
naman.
like, what was your first kiss with dog? Like, open mouth or smack closed mouth? Ganyan. Or lola. Ganon.
Hindi ganon.
So, ano nga?
Half,
So, was it a
half
smack?
open. Ano? The
Half
kiss.
open.
I don't know, like, I don't know what you call it, but that one, I don't know. But then, it was that. And then, of course, that I don't recommend the
Wait,
ladies doing the first move. But then,
what
I
was the
did.
circumstance na ikaw yung nag-first move? Paano? Tsaka ang tangkad niya, ha? So, paano gumanon? Nag-tiptoe ka? Paano? Explain mo
Hindi,
yung circumstance.
I was sitting right next to him.
Oh, and then, ano yung circumstance? After dinner? Nag-dinner kayo? Or, ano yung, paint us the scenario?
Nasa gimmick kami.
As in bar, ganyan?
In olive or orange. Ano ka ba? Ganun.
O,
Oo.
paano? Tapos,
So, yun. And then
gumanon
after
ka
that,
lang.
yeah. Yeah. I'm saying it because he's my husband now. I'll
Yeah,
never
of
admit
course.
it if you know. Yeah, but then I wouldn't I wouldn't recommend it to
Why
anybody
not?
to
Why not? You married
I don't
him.
know, I guess it's not really it really isn't good advice to say, well, if you feel like kissing the person, go ahead and kiss that person, or if you feel like doing something to this person, go ahead. I feel like it's a recipe for disaster when you when you for this is my opinion, when you go ahead of the person or get when you go ahead with your emotions or when you go ahead of that person.
Why is it not recommended?
Again, it's a recipe for disaster because you're putting yourself in a situation wherein
Vulnerable
you're
ka.
not where you're vulnerable, yeah. And I wouldn't recommend it to my daughters. In fact, uh, I I I just wouldn't. It just so happens that I really got with a really good guy who never took advantage of me. Even when I kissed him the first night, he never did anything or he never advanced to anything, which I am so thankful to the Lord that, I met somebody who really respected me and still respects me until now. And that's why we've been together for 17 years.
My God, that's a long time. That's like a
It's a
teenager.
long time.
I know. So like,
Yeah.
after that first kiss, naging boyfriend mo na siya or hindi pa?
Yeah, he became my boyfriend. In
That
fact, he was
night.
the one who said on our second week together, or no, no, not our second week, like our second month together as boyfriend and girlfriend, he goes, I'm still in high school, I'm still in college, and I know that you're already working, but I promise you this, when I finish my college, when I graduate from college, I am going to marry you. You're going to be my wife.
How
Yeah,
did
he
you
really
feel?
told me that. Of course, I felt very flattered that, this guy that I'm with expressed his intention right away.
Totoo, totoo. But you were, of course, you believed in God na in the beginning pa lang. But did you become a
You
Christian
know
with
what,
him?
G? I wouldn't say that I had a relationship with God at
Yeah.
that time.
Pero alam ko
Of
kasi,
course,
Checks, di ba? Like, you had a relationship with Jesus, ano na, like when you were with Doug na.
Yeah, but my life only took a real turn when I got married and when I had my kids.
Yeah.
But a lot of my view a lot of my perception of things and just the way I saw things were not, I don't feel like it was aligned to what God wanted in my life. It
Mm-hmm.
just so happened that maybe God knew that there was something great that was going to happen between
Right,
Doug and
right.
I. And it was a relationship that was going to glorify him. I'm so thankful that I really met the best guy for me. And
He
honestly,
introduced you to your faith, right? It was Doug that introduced you to your faith, or
yes,
were you not? Yeah.
he was the one who actually invited me to go to Bible study when we were boyfriend and girlfriend and took me to church to service. In fact, many times for many years, we would go to service and I would fall asleep.
Ako din, nung
I
una.
have to be honest. I have to be honest. That's the
Yeah.
truth. That's why I say my life took a real turn, took a pivot when I actually got married and I had children. Because when I had my first child, I couldn't believe that I felt so much love for Kendra. And I
Yeah.
said, my goodness, this is such amazing love. And I can't believe that the God who created me gave me someone to love this way. And it was para akong in love na in love. I was looking forward to seeing my baby all the time. I couldn't believe that I had this little family. And
Yeah.
I just, it was such an overwhelming, but a great overwhelming um, rush of emotions of what I was feeling.
Pero, di ba, parang you were together muna for a while before you had Kendra.
Are you kidding me? I got pregnant right
Ay, oo,
away.
naalala
Like
ko yung
what?
ano mo, like yung
One
shower
month
mo.
after, I was so surprised. I said to Doug, "Honey, why did you get me pregnant naman right away?
Sabi ko kay,
We haven't gone to our honeymoon yet."
sabi ko kay
Buntis na
Cheka,
ako, grabe.
sabi ko kay Cheka, Cheka, paano yan? Ang liit-liit mo, ang laki-laki niya, kaya mo? Sabi niya, give,
G,
sige.
I told you, diba, you have to be nice.
And then
I
you
messaged
had
you,
your
diba,
shower.
kanina, be nice.
Yes, yes, be nice. Nag-promise ako kay Cheka, I'll be nice. So, okay, I'm gonna be nice. So, okay. So, like, when you find, of course, we were all there on your wedding day. You were such a beautiful bride. Sobrang old Hollywood, diba? Parang,
Thank you.
sobrang ganda mo. Ikaw yung isa sa pinakamagandang bride na nakita ko in my life, diba? So, ano yung feeling na pinakasalan mo si Doug that day? Parang, no,
I
before that
was
pala, wait, before that pala, when did you know that he was the one? Kasi di ba yun yung topic natin? So when did you know that he was the one? Anong particular point in the relationship?
I think one of the things that really stood out from my husband was he was a man of commitment and consistency. He was so committed in pursuing me, and he was so consistent in showing, and not just in words, but also in action. So that really stood out for me.
So that's when you really decided that he was the one.
Well, there were a lot of factors. It was not just that. For him to be consistent all throughout the years.
Oo.
It was not just a few months
Yeah.
of us being brand new as a couple, but it was
Oo.
his consistency and his love for me just grew and grew. And he was such a positive influence in my life that I felt like I was only getting better
Totoo?
as a
Oh my
person.
God. Sa gulat na gulat ako sa pivot mo. As in, like, oh my God. Like, like the few times like we would meet for dinner after the show. Sabi ko, oh my God, Check, sobrang ibang-iba ka na, di ba? Like, all of a sudden, you started to bloom. Even if it's that possible, nagaganda ka pa, di ba? Mas gumanda ka pa after you got married, after you had children, di ba? And then, my God, checks. Parang all of a sudden, you exploded on the internet, like with your family, di ba? Isn't that the best way to grow, di ba, as a family? So, how do you think your love for Dog and his love for you, parang finally, became such a big thing on the internet? Because all of a sudden, you were Team Kramer. And everybody was thinking na parang, this is what I want for my life.
You know what?
Oh,
It's so funny because when you were posting pictures of our kids and just pictures of us as a couple, and then our children, Kendra first, and then Scarlett, and then Gavin and us as a family.
Yeah.
We were just doing it for fun. In fact, I didn't even want to have Twitter. I didn't even want to have Instagram or Facebook. I didn't want, because I was so afraid of people bashing and saying things. I felt like this is not something that I want in my life. I don't want people to be judging what I do, how I
Yeah.
am. I just wasn't ready for that. But then Doug was like, come on, honey, you don't have, just do it. It's just for fun, and so that our friends from other parts of the world can see us, and it's easier that way. It's easier to communicate and stuff like that. So finally I gave in. So we would just post pictures, and then one day we just wondered, what's going on? Why
Oh.
is there like a sudden interest in our family, in our
Yeah.
relationship? Because we were also surprised, because
Eh,
there
kasi
were also
Cheka,
there were
ganun yung
also
mga anak nyo. Ano ba? So, hindi mo talaga naisip
yeah,
na
but
you're such a beautiful
there were
family.
other people who were also posting pictures and stuff like that as well. But honestly, we were just really so
Okay.
surprised with everything. We were just merely posting pictures of, we were just so happy with our family, honestly, just really
Yeah.
happy. And I was also happy being a new wife and a mom, and just so proud of my children. And that's where it all began, and it just started to grow. And kami were like, kami talaga ni Doug, what's happening, what's going on? So it was really a surprise, but then
It
it
was
was
a
a pleasant
blessing.
surprise.
It's a blessing. It's such a blessing.
Yeah, a pleasant one, because it was by accident, nothing planned.
Yeah. Do you want another one? Kasi diba I was asking you, sabi ko, isa pa. And then you had a reverse ligation. Tama?
No, I was supposed to have a reverse ligation, but that's gonna be hard.
Why?
Um, I have, well, when they reconstruct your tubes,
Oh.
you're not sure if it's gonna heal the way it's supposed to heal.
Ah. But kasi you're very young.
So
Why? Kasi you were so young when you had your ligation, diba?
yeah, I was about maybe 33 or 34
Oo, bata pa
when I
yun.
when I had when I had my ligation. But then I also got I also got sick, and I really got overwhelmed with everything. In fact, I was like sick for like, I had like malnutrition,
Oh,
because I
really?
was yeah, so I had to I had to really take care of myself, and it took me like a year and a half to really recover.
But I remember I
Yeah.
was asking you, like, should you have one more? And then you said you were going to have a reverse ligation. I didn't know that that didn't push through. Why did you decide
Yeah,
to have another
so
one?
what I did was IVF instead.
Ah, okay. Mahal.
Yeah. Yes, it is, but then yeah.
So you
You
want another kid. Tama ba? So that's
I do I do, if God allows it, if God permits it, then well and good. But if it's not if that's not the case anymore, I'm okay with it.
yeah. Oh my God, all of your
Yeah. I
beautiful,
have my
beautiful
children, but
family.
I realized that I should have prayed for this more. I should have really asked and consulted the Lord if having myself ligated, and
Ah, okay.
and
Yes.
I really didn't pray about it. I just went ahead and said, "Okay, let's
You
do
did it.
this."
Sarado
Yeah.
na. Oo.
Yeah, and then after how many years, because our kids grow so fast. I
Sobra.
was like thinking, oh my gosh, we're still so young, honey. Why did I ever get myself ligated? I mean, we can still have kids.
How old is
I
Kendra?
really, Kendra's turning 11, and Scarlett,
Hala,
your inaanak,
malaki.
is 8 years
Teenager.
old.
Ano?
Yeah. Scarlett, your inaanak, is 8 years old na.
Yes. Yes. Di ba pinaglihihan mo si Scarlett sa akin? You were like reading all of my Twitter posts. You told me.
Natatawa ako. Maldita ka kasi.
But that's what you liked about me. We jived because we were both Maldita. But of course, now you're not Maldita anymore. I'm the only Maldita one. So anyway, so like, this episode is really about, finding the one. And you are one of the most fortunate ones to, have found Doug at such an early time in your life. Diba? Parang you're a young mom. You're a young, you have so much time to grow up with your kids. Diba? Not a lot of girls get to grow up with their kids. Remember, because our parents, di ba, my mom, I grew up with my mom, you grew up with your mom, di ba? Pero
Mom.
our generation, hindi sila nanganganak ng bata. Like, they don't give birth in their 20s, di ba? They give birth in their 30s. But you, 30 is still young. So, what do you think the process is to actually, because it's different now, diba? It's very different now. Like when you meet somebody, you don't initially think that they will be the one, but you want to be able to streamline the process. You want to be able to, alam mo yun, parang ayoko na mag-make ng mistakes. So, in your experience and how you view the world now, how do you think it's going to be easier for somebody to find the one?
Well, first and foremost, you really have to ask yourself, why are you getting into a relationship? Do you want it for fun? Well, you have to ask your intention behind why you're looking for a relationship. Because if you're just looking for somebody to fool around, and then in the middle of fooling around, you realize you're in love, then you just concocted a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
That's why we have to be very careful with what we send out.
Did you
The
pray for
signals that
dog?
we
Like
send.
looking back, did you pray for dog?
You know what? No, I didn't. But I remember very distinctly and consistently I would pray, Lord, one day if you bless me with a family, will you please bless me with a complete family?
Okay, I get it.
And and I was so general with saying complete because anyone can be complete,
Yeah.
but not a functioning one.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Be-
Like what about dog?
Yeah.
Did he ever tell you when he realized that you were the one?
I think Doug saw that we had the same values. We had the same love for family. We
Yeah.
had the same dedication. And at the same time, I think because we really had the time to get to know each other, it really made a big difference.
So sinabi niya talaga sa'yo yan na I knew that you were the one when I found out that we had the same values.
Yes, the same values. We
That's
we
what he
had
told
we
you.
had a yeah, we
Yeah.
had a lot of things in common. Particularly our love for our family.
Yeah.
We're very what do you call that?
Family
Intentional
oriented,
with
yeah.
yeah,
And
very intentional with the time
it
that we
must be hard
spend.
that you're far away from your mom and you're far away from your brothers, 'di ba? It must be hard itong quarantine, 'di ba?
Yeah, that's why when they lifted the GCQ, they all went here to my house. Well,
Kasi,
not
di
my
ba, parang,
mom, but my
oh my God.
brothers.
So, because you have like the most beautiful house in Antipolo. I'll ask you na lang later. Basta, like, you have like, when I saw it the first time on video, and I saw it I think, on Rain's Instagram or M's Instagram. So, ko, my God, ang laki ng bahay ni Cheka. Like, all of her hard work finally paid off. All of their hard work finally paid off. House of your dreams talaga. So, parang, even before the ECQ and GCQ, di ba, parang, nasa bahay lang naman talaga kayo. You didn't see a need to go out because everything is there. So
Yeah,
everybody.
but
Oh yeah, go ahead.
yeah, but super homebodies talaga kami ni Doug. Even in our previous home, we liked staying home. We also had a lot of our friends and our families that would go to our house and spend time with us. And
Yeah.
it just carried over when we moved here. And we now that there's more space, so we get to really enjoy a lot.
So
And
paano mahahanap yung the one, checks? Ikaw, in your
so
experience, in your knowledge, and your wisdom now, how can you find the one?
yeah, so first and foremost, you must ask yourself, why are you in a relationship? And how do you view yourself?
Okay, a great insight.
Yeah, how do you view yourself? And ask yourself, what are your standards and what are your convictions? What are your negotiables and
None.
non-negotiables? So your convictions are your non-negotiables. No matter what happens, those are the things that you do not um how they say it, you do not break your
Yeah.
your promise to yourself.
Pero
And
pinagdadasal ba yan, Checks? Kasi sabi sa akin ni Francis Libiran, sabi sa akin ni Michelle Asense, you have to make a list. As in, you have to write it down. All the qualities that you're looking for, you have to write it down. You
that's
have to
why your
manifest it.
standard, your
Yeah.
standards and your convictions. Of course, you pray for it, right? But
Mm.
then your prayer should be, well, I would say, if I were to do things all over again, or if I were to teach my daughters, I'd really ask them, what are your convictions and what are your standards? And I always tell them, you know, we have wants, we have things that we desire, but
Oo.
not everything that we desire God desires for us,
True.
right?
Mm-mm.
So what I do, even when I pray and I fast, I make a list of all the things that I pray that I want to happen in my life. And you know, I have the most radical prayers. Okay, I have the most
Hi,
radical
Dad!
requests. Okay, they're here.
Scarlett! Ay, ang dami kong utang kay Scarlett. Sobrang dami kong utang kay Scarlett.
Okay, Gavin, we're talking. Okay, Scarlett, please. Okay, okay,
Sobrang ganda.
okay.
Ganda.
Thank you.
Ang ganda ni
So
Scarlett.
right, we have all these requests and everything. So I have also requests, and some of them are really radical, meaning out of this world.
Can
But
you
why do I
share?
have, huh?
Can you share the radical things that you pray for?
But it's radical things now, of now. Like there are some things that Doug and I, Gavin, please. Okay, thank you. Um, there are things that, Doug and I have plans pa that we wanna achieve. And anyway, so what I do is I make that list, I pray to the Lord. And
Mm-mm.
why do I put radical prayer requests? It's because I know that we have a supernatural God.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we limit ourselves, but God is limitless.
Unlimited. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I tell the Lord, Lord, these are all the things that I want, and these are all the things that I want to happen in my life. But Lord, I know not everything I want is good for me. Will you remove all the things that are not good for me and that will take me away from you? Because at
Amen.
the end of the day, I want to glorify the Lord in everything that I do. But if glorifying Him removes me from looking at Him and self glorifying myself, then I know I don't want that in my life.
Ang ganda, Chets! My God, sobra talaga. As in, like, you're so inspiring to me. I mean, I've seen your growth. We practically grew up together. And, you were a woman that I look up to because of everything, because of everything that you've been doing, everything that you've done.
I'm
So,
gonna
kakaiba.
move, okay?
O,
G, I'm
sige,
gonna
move
move to
on.
my
What
wait lang.
time is
I'll
your
walk while
bedtime?
we're
What time is, I'm
talking.
sorry, this is so late. What time is your bedtime? You said mga 11, di ba?
Yeah, but my kids and Doug, they watch Lord of the Rings pa. So
You
they're
like
just
Lord of the
about to
Rings?
sleep
Ikaw, do you
now.
like it?
I do. I like Lord of the Rings. My kids, my daughters are into reading. So
That's wonderful.
yeah, so they're bookworms, and Kendra's been reading Harry Potter, and after Harry Potter, she's gonna move on to reading Lord of the Rings.
I
But
think
I
that when
already
they
bought.
read, talagang their imagination really expands. And not only
Yeah, and not
reading,
only that, their comprehension and their vocabulary
oo,
becomes really
matalino
good.
ka kapag nagbabasa ng libro. I grew up in the
Yeah,
library. So, ganun talaga. So, anyway, I want to thank you,
yeah.
Chen, for, sharing with us. Kasi, di ba, parang, oh my God, like, when I was thinking about a topic, sabi ko, parang, what if, like, a lot of people have been asking me, parang, how to find the one? I go, who is one person that I know, like, had a very successful relationship, and,
Yeah, I just want to add something, G.
oh, sige.
You were asking about, do you pray for the one for you? And yes, I believe that you should pray for the one for you, because marriage is a lifetime commitment. It is, and it's a lot of give and take. And marriage is a choice that you make every day. Love is a choice, and it's not every day that you're gonna feel kilig. And
Yeah.
you're still your own self. You're your own individuals, and it's a lot of give and take, and it's
Yeah.
a lot of trusting each other. So for me, pray about it. Pray about it. Write your convictions. write your standards, um, ask the Lord to bless your plans, and thank Him in advance. Thank Him that,
So, pupunta ka sa wedding ko.
aba, kailan ang wedding mo?
Sabi mo, mag-pray muna ako. Although I pray for it naman. Like, you know, yeah, but I
And
don't
be
have,
ready,
yeah.
and be ready for the Lord's answer. Because
Whatever it is.
whatever it is, sometimes we ask for things from Him, but we're not ready to receive it because we're not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I
Because
know, I know, I know.
we're
Yeah,
not ready to obey. We're not
yeah, I
ready
know.
to, we're not ready to listen and follow. So for me, more than more than praying for the person that you want to be with, I think it's also asking the Lord, Lord, prepare me for
Yeah.
that time. Prepare me to be the kind of wife or the kind of husband or the kind of partner that you want me to be for my future.
It's
And
amazing. I
while
mean,
you
like, yeah.
yeah, and while you're waiting, ask the Lord to keep you company because it can get lonely at times,
I know, I know. That has been my struggle
right?
for the longest time. And I think I told you this over one dinner. Tapos sabi ko, parang, Chex, I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if that's in my future. Kasi, but, you know what? Like, when I pray about it, honestly, you know what? I open the Bible and then he tells me na parang, it is not good for man to be alone. But you remember that verse. I cannot, you know, recite the actual verse, but that was what gave me the verse. Sinabi niya sa akin, it is not good for man to be alone. And I had a conversation with my mom, also her son. So parang I felt like I heard the answers that I was, kasi it's been a long time that I've been praying for it. I don't know if it's something for me. I mean, I don't know if I will have that blessing. You know, I pray that that blessing is in store. So I just want to thank you because more than anything, I mean, I heard tonight na parang, you know, parang you really, really have to be able to surrender to that. And tama yung sinabi mo, if this doesn't glorify you, then wag na lang. That's,
Yes.
that's my nugget of wisdom from you tonight. I always learn something
Yeah.
from you every time. Like the very few times
Yeah.
we see each other. So
And I think
thanks.
we should all remember that the Lord loves us so much.
True,
More
true.
than our parents will ever love us, more than our partners will ever love us. And just remember to not just anchor your, it's hard when you anchor your life on your career, your marriage, your children. You should anchor it with God's love and your understanding and your growth and your walk with the Lord. It really does make a big difference. And one these are the things that we pray for, especially during times like this. A lot of things will fail us,
Oo,
but know
true.
that
It's
in everything God's plans will prevail, and and everything God is faithful and God is good.
That's true. That's true. I mean, a lot of people are alone during quarantine and they get very lonely, diba? That's why, you know, like they have to be reminded that they are really not alone. That when you pray, diba, parang, you know, God will sort things out, you know, parang give you the partner that you deserve, give you the partner that you need. Just like he was able to bless me with Doug and Doug, he was able to bless
Mhm.
Doug with you. So anyway, thanks,
Yeah.
Chax. 1 minute na
Thank
lang.
you, G.
I
Thank you
miss you.
so
I
much.
hope after all this, parang we still get together. I get to see your house finally.
Yes, please hug your mom for me and
Thank you.
tell her
Nagkikita
I
kayo
said
sa church
hello.
before. Diba sinabi niya,
I
nilapitan mo lang
always see
siya.
her in service. I always see
Yeah.
her there. And I'm
But now
always,
she can't go to service na she's so weak. But every time that you
oh,
approach her, she tells
yeah.
me, and she tells me parang, oh my God, like, Cheska, such a sweet girl. Parang ang bait mo daw nilalapitan mo.
You're fashionista mama. I love the
Let's
way
take a
she
picture.
dresses up.
Huwag ka masyado magpaganda. Masyado ka maganda. Ayan. Okay na yan. Maganda ka na dyan. Okay, let's take a picture. Thanks,
With
Chex. I
Luby.
love you. I miss you.
Mama, take a number. Say good night, Nina.
Good night, Chex. Good night, Chex. Good night, Scarlett. I owe you a lot of
Good
gifts. My God.
night.
Ang dami kong utang. I love
Yeah, so
you.
I'll see you after all of this.
Yeah, let's
God
message.
bless you. God bless everybody. Good night and
Good
praying for our
night.
country. Praying for everybody.
Mama, 9 or 1?
Thanks, Lex.
Later.
Love
Good
you.
night, guys. Love you. Bye.
20 seconds left, and we are going to have Aiko Melendez after 10 seconds. So, like, just everybody come in after 10 minutes. 10 seconds, sorry. And then we're going to have Aiko Melendez. Thank you.